Well, hello and welcome. Maybe this is week 5. Hadn't really chanced, and if I'm wrong, I do apologize. But welcome to another week of IST 421. Um, where you should be now, and one of the two things I want to talk about today, just in the announcements, is number one, making sure you continue to work with your group. That to me is, and I told this in the last announcement we had, is that it is really paramount that you have very good group cooperation. And you know what? I I, I have to say, if your group dynamics are as good as the documents you've created, I'm very pleased. Okay. Had a chance to look at your proposals. They're fine. Go with them. I like your creativity. And you need to start to go in and start to pick these things apart. Okay. Um, the two things that I want to kind of emphasize, in this is, first of all, looking at your second group project assignment, uh, that you should be working on. Okay. And the other thing is that to look at, and if you haven't done this, okay, look at the O'Reilly.com uh, website that Penn State gives you the capability of going in there. And one of the key things that deals with most of your submittals is this Beth Gold-Bernstein rule, and I always say the Bernstein rule book. And this is a lot of where you get the information of actually going in and looking specifically at how you're going to design this document. And I'm going to talk about the document board because I now want you to use the templates that are there, and you should really just use the same template and use it as a living document. Okay, in each submittal, go in and show the progress, the modifications, all the specific things that you're doing to be able to do this document, because you're going to have in your thing, this is going to be one of your major deliverables, and you should be watching on that. If you look at, this is the assignment, okay, and you're dealing with project requirements, and hopefully you've you've at least got a splattering of the importance of understanding customer requirements and being able to document customer requirements. Okay. And there are business drivers for uh, for the requirements that you have. Okay. Because I always do this lecture. Actually, I was lecturing to an English 202C class last night, and I specifically talked about this concept of, you have business strategy, and business strategy goes in and sets policies, and policies uh, policies set up procedures, and procedures set up processes, and these processes are the processes that you use to follow the procedures that have to happen that map to the policy. Is the things you do to be able to go in and now look at this enterprise that you've chosen, and to be able to go in and from an enterprise architectural perspective, that you can particularly go in and be able to document this information. Okay. um you know the you know the the information that, particularly the first thing you're looking at in this one assignment, this one project capability is to and go in and include the key areas for your project requirements. Okay, you're looking at goals, input and output requirements, data requirements, functional, in understanding, functional requirements. And functional requirements are the must-have. So, you have to be able to document then. And then, some of them start to drift into non-functional requirements. All right. Performance, how backup recovery is being done. These are all, and any type of support considerations, your hardware, software, and usability. A lot of these, because when you're building an enterprise, it's just not the computer technology that you use. You're going in and you're looking at the people, you're looking at the processes that happen, and you have to define that at a higher level because it has to map back to the business strategies. So this is your first way of looking at to say, okay, specifically the requirements say, how the inputs transfer into outputs. Okay, who initiates and receives specific information, and what information must be available for each function to be performed. Okay, and that's a lot of this template that you put together. Okay, it's based on this book, and this book goes through and specifically gives you that information about each one of these milestones that you have to have when you're going in and designing. You're designing an enterprise document, and really, in essence, what you're really doing is that you're really defining kind of if you have a sponsor, you're going in and you're building an RFP for them, request for proposal, all right? And all that information is put within that RFP, okay? So anyway, this, as I say, this is information that you're going to be able to get from the Gold Bernstein Group book, okay, and particularly that is basically what you're going to be seeing with that document. So again, use it as a living document. Okay, start to do this. Okay, I'm trying to bring up the template of this document, but I'm having trouble getting it together. So, but anyway, so make sure that you're using that document. One of the key things that you should specifically look at is loading your project plan into that. And a big thing is your executive summary. Start to work on your executive summary, because in any type of situation or any type of proposal that you're writing, that executive summary is very good. Okay. Again, pace yourself as part of the, as within your group dynamics. One of the things that particularly I'm going to, and I'll probably talk about maybe this next week or the following week, but I do want your group to meet with me. There's an assignment that basically is a mandatory meeting with me. And I want at least one mandatory meeting with the entire group. So that's basically what I have to say for this week. Again, any questions? Pop on to this call if you can. If you can't, then you can email me your questions, and just keep up the good work with your group. All right, take care.